everybody, and welcome to episode 2 of the anime Pokemon tournament. If you haven't seen the previous episode, there will be a link in the description below and the annotation above to the episode. As always, this series is made by my friend Fabien, so all credit goes to him for this one. If you enjoy this video and want to see more, make sure to hit that like button to motivate Fabien and to make more. This series focuses on putting our favorite anime protagonists and characters into the Pokemon world. I do hope you all enjoy. It has been only a day since our heroes set off on their journey. Now it's early in the morning. Mark and Midoriya are still asleep at this point, but what's this? A boy nears the tent. What may he be up to? The boy yells, "Is one of you cowards in there ready for a fight or what? Because I need to crush someone right now." The tent opens and a very sleepy Mark looks out. Mark asks, "What do you think you are? Waking some random people so early in the morning like that?" The boy yells again, "I'm Katsuki Bakugo. You probably already heard of me. And I'm here to battle against you maggots." Midoriya comes out of the tent being very curious. He asks, "Who is this guy?" Mark answers his friend's question, "I don't know. Some rando who thinks he's a big deal or something and thinks he can challenge anyone he sees." Bakugo furious says, "The heck are you saying to me, you little brat? Do that again and I will kill you without hesitation." Midoriya says, "Hey, that's not very nice. Can't you see that you just woke us up? How can we be ready for a battle like this?" Bakugo shouts angry, "Then quit wasting my damn time." And he walks away furiously. Asks Mark, "Geez, are there more people like that in the tournament?" Mark answers, "Well, there certainly are some weird people, but I've never seen someone that impolite and explosive." Midoriya says, "Why did he have to wake us up like that? I was having a really pleasant dream." Mark replies, "Well, at least now we are awake. We can get an early start today." Midoriya says, "Yeah, after this, I don't think I can sleep anymore. You're right. This does give us more time to train." Mark says, "You are absolutely right. Well then, breakfast and then we start kicking." Midoriya asks, "Kicking?" Mark replies, "Oh, sorry, my grandfather used to say that when I was young. I wanted to be a soccer player just like him actually. But then I discovered my love for Pokemon and that's the reason I'm standing here in front of you. Because they told me that I was lost talent. I kept following my dream. But enough about me. Why did you decide to become a trainer?" Midoriya tells him, "Well, ever since I was a little kid, I wanted to be a Pokemon master. I wanted to be the very best. But then one day a storm came on our village, destroying the ranch and threatening our livelihood. So my father had to go overseas in order to pay for the repairs to the damage. And I was tasked by him to keep my mom safe, so never set off on my journey. I kind of gave up on my dream of becoming a trainer, like my father, until you came along." Mark says, "Then it's a good thing I came along then." Midoriya says, "I guess it is." Later on, Midoriya started training with Bulbasaur and Rhydon, while Mark trained with his Pokemon as well. Midoriya shouts, "Okay, Bulbasaur, use Razor Leaf, and Rhydon, Drill Run. Use Razor Leaf, and Rhydon, Drill Run." The rock that Rhydon was targeting is obliterated in an instant the moment the attack hits. Proud, Midoriya says, "Good job, Rhydon. You really are a strong Pokemon." Bulbasaur, on the other hand, is kind of disappointed. The rock he attacked doesn't have a scratch on it. Midoriya looks at him and says, "Don't worry, buddy. You'll get stronger. It's just that Rhydon has way more experience in fighting and has trained a lot more with Mom and Dad. So don't be sad if there are others that do stuff better than you. You just need to train more. With enough training, you'll get stronger and you'll show them what you can do." Bulbasaur is really happy to hear this and continues using various moves against the rock, trying to break it. A while later, Mark joins him. He wonders something and says, "I don't get it. In the fight, he was so strong and now he can barely..." Midoriya responds, well, I have no idea either. It came all of a sudden. It's just like he... Mark interrupts Midoriya. What is it? Midoriya answers, I don't know. I had the feeling that someone was watching us. Mark says, don't worry about it. I'm sure it's just a wild Pokemon who is just a bit curious about us. A Pokemon, in fact, the small Pokemon from the gym fight, seems to have caught interest in their adventures. Mark says, I think we trained enough, at least for now. Let's take a break. While the Pokemon enjoy some delicious meals, the two youngsters use the time to fantasize about the tournament. Mark says, I hope there's gonna be a big ceremony to introduce everyone. Oh, and that we get to meet the champion. Oh, and a wild crowd that always cheers for you. That would be great. I like having so many people on your side. Feels amazing. Like you could do anything with their help. I mean, imagine them all going insane when I beat an opponent's Pokemon with them shouting, let's go Keeper! Or something like that. Midoriya, confused, asks, why would they call you Keeper? Mark looks at Midoriya with an expression that says, are you serious? Midoriya looks at him with a look that says, I have no idea what you're talking about. Mark answers, damn, do you really not know about battle names? Even more confused, Midoriya asks, battle names? Mark, outraged, says, do you really think the names the trainers have on TV are their real names? Like, who calls their child Full Metal Alchemist? Midoriya answers, guess you have a point there. I never really thought about it. Mark replies, doesn't matter. In the end, I'm gonna get my badges back and when we get there, so you don't need a battle name anyway. Midoriya says, oh, don't think I'll hand them over that easily. Both start laughing. Mark gets an idea and presents it to Midoriya. You know, what? We should have another battle. Midoriya asks, are you sure? Mark replies, why not? We need to practice more than just hitting rocks. This way you can get a bit more battle experience and bond with your Pokemon. Midoriya says, you're right. Mark adds, well, then let's go. The two trainers go on an open field, ready to give their all once more. Mark shouts, ready or not, here I come, let's go Hariyama. The Colossus lands on the ground, already focused on the fight. Midoriya shouts, well then, it's our time to shine, go Rhydon. Midoriya thinks, I may have a type disadvantage here due to Rhydon's rock type, but scare me. Midoriya commands, this time we start. Rhydon, use Earthquake. Rhydon punches the ground and it begins to shatter and tremble like crazy. Hariyama has no chance to dodge, being hit by the full force of the attack. Mark says, not bad Midoriya, but not good enough to beat me. Hariyama, use Force Palm. Midoriya internally, he doesn't use Belly Drum this time? Must have some respect for Rhydon, or is he just simply more careful this time? Midoriya shouts out loud, okay, if you attack me directly, then I won't hesitate either. Rhydon, use Drill Run! The giant begins to sprint and forms a drill-like stance. The air begins to twist as the Pokemon bursts in its foe's direction. Hariyama lands a hit, but due to the constant spinning, it barely damages Rhydon. The attack that Hariyama made him vulnerable, however, opening up a vulnerable area where Rhydon lands her attack. It's a pretty nasty hit. You could even say it's a critical hit. Mark exclaims in proud laughter, it's over. We're done. You win. Mark says, good job there, Rhydon. Rhydon is way more powerful than I thought she'd be. You could say you surprised me, Midoriya. Let's call it a day. It's getting dark already. Midoriya answers with a smile. Thanks for the great battle, Mark. I would love to do a couple more rounds tomorrow. But you're right, it's getting quite dark. And cold, too. The two trainers are very satisfied with their work. Bulbasaur is too, although he didn't fight. Even their mysterious follower is satisfied with their progress. Who is this mysterious Pokemon who took an interest in the two trainers? Well, maybe one day we'll get an answer as the journey continues. I do hope you all enjoyed this episode. If you did, please hit that like button to show your support. show your support. Again, the series is written by my Friend Fabien, so the motivation is something he needs, so hit that like button. If you have any suggestions, also leave them in the comments, and until next time, everyone, have a fantastic day. Bye!